What's going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're back for another Pokemon challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon Radical Red, and today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon Radical Red using only Ash Ketchum's Kanto Pokemon? Now, this is an interesting challenge. We're going to use Ash Ketchum's Kanto Pokemon throughout Pokemon Radical Red, one of the hardest ROMs I've ever played, and one of the most fun ROMs I've ever played. This is the list of Pokemons I can use. Anything included in the original series of the Indigo League and the Orange Islands I can use on my team. I can't really modify the movesets to be exactly like their movesets, so I'm gonna completely discard that rule and then use my own movesets, but I can only use the Pokemon he's gotten in his Kanto teams. Now, of course, I'll be using a full team at the best Pokemon I can get on my team. And of course, I'll be nicknaming them after you guys from the comments. So thank you so much for leaving all the comments. Here are the comments I've chose from the previous challenge video. If you guys would be nicknamed after a Pokemon in my challenge video, just drop it in the comments and hopefully I'll pick yours. Since you are down there, it takes 2 seconds just to leave a like and also comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one. And also subscribe if you're not already, it'll greatly help my channel. And now let's get into the challenge itself. Now, to begin with, obviously I'm going to choose the best starter he's gotten, which is a Charmander, because he's actually evolved that one fully through, unless his Bulbasaur and his Squirtle, which is, I mean, that's what we got to deal with. Luckily, we got a decent nature Charmander for this run. We can keep this Charmander. We can go through the starter, the tutorial pretty well. We're going to train it up as much as we can because we kind of need like a strong hitter. As we are playing through this game, I've realized last video I've asked if you guys want to see a ROM review. I got some great feedback from it. I'm just kind of booked up with a lot of schoolwork and a lot of finals for this week. But once I'm done with that, hopefully I'll get into a ROM review of this ROM because I am having a great time playing this game. So of course I'll make a ROM review at one point or another. Anyways, let's get back into the challenge. As we head into Verdant Forest, we are going to get ourselves one of the first Pokemon Ash has ever caught, which is a Caterpie. We're going to catch this Caterpie. It's going to be on our team. Since we don't have the XP share just yet, we are going to just try to avoid all the trainers as fast as we can. We also find ourselves a Pikachu right here. Obviously, Ash has a Pikachu, so we're going to catch ourselves a Pikachu and put that on our team. I found some usage out of Pikachu. I'm not going to catch every single one of Ash's Pokemon, but I do catch some of the stronger Pokemon and some of the better utility usage Pokemon, and Pikachu fits that description perfectly. I can't evolve Pokemon he hasn't evolved. I can only have what he has, so that's why I'm avoiding the other two starters. And as well, Pikachu has static, so that's one of the better reasons to have it. As you can see from this battle, Pikachu does kind of save me from beating Brendan, and once we do beat Brendan, we can go back and train up our Pokemon, beating up the rest of the trainers in here, get ourselves a Butterfree from that, which is pretty nice. We're gonna head into the first town, which is Pewter City. In Pewter City, we're forced to fight the Johto gym leader first, which is gonna be Faulkner. Faulkner is gonna be a decently strong trainer. He's gonna beat me the first time, but luckily we come back, and since we have a Pikachu, Pikachu actually demolishes his team at level 11. As you can see, he tries to roost stall me, but he gets destroyed. Anyways, from here we're gonna head into Brock's gym. Brock's gonna be the first gym leader in the game. We're going to demolish through his trainers, but then once we get to Brock himself, he's actually going to demolish me. As you can see, I even burn his Geodude, but once we get to the Onix, he just destroys me, which is unfortunate. Luckily, we go into Brock once again, train up to our Pokemon to the maximum level, because at each checkpoint of the game, there are a maximum level that we can hit. Level 15 is the maximum level we can hit for this gym. And as you can see, I actually burn the Onix. I'm able to confuse it, and it hits itself in confusion just enough times where I could get another confusion off, and I'm able to whittle it down all the way to red HP. As it misses a Rock Tomb, I'm able to confuse it once more. It knocks out my Butterfree, but I'm able to send my Pikachu with quick attacking, and I'm able to knock it out, and I'm learning Electro Ball. So great for me. I actually beat Brock in a fairly easy amount of tries. From here, we're going to head into Mount Moon, and Mount Moon has nothing too much to offer to us except Archer, who beats us. There's a recurring theme in these Radical Red playthroughs. I keep losing at every single checkpoint, but once we do beat Archer, we're going to head into Cerulean City. We're going to get this secret rare candy, which is going to play a part in the near future as we head into the Nugget Bridge. We're going to clear through the Nugget Bridge because we need all the XP we can get. We're going to face off against Bugsy. Bugsy is actually going to beat us down pretty easily, but once we come back, we're able to luck our ways into a confusion and then kill using our Butterfree. Our Butterfree actually saves the day from that, and then we're gonna head back into Cerulean City and face off against Misty. Misty is going to be the water type gym leader, and we're gonna lose our first attempt, but then we're gonna reteach our Charmeleon a new move called Rock Tomb, and we're able to outspeed the Frogadier and knock it out. As the Starmie comes out, I'm able to paralyze it. It's gonna actually switch into its float, so I'm gonna paralyze that thing as well. I'm able to Electro Ball it, and it's not gonna do too much damage against me at all. As you can see, I'm able to knock out the Frogadier as well and do a little damage against the Starmie as it goes down to a 1v1 against my Butterfree. I'm able to Stun Spore it and then Silver Win it as I'm down to 4 HP, but luckily I beat Misty at that point. From here, we're going to go into the SSN and get as much XP as we can. The level cap for this gym is 34. As you can see, I am beating all the trainers and then heading to Vermilion City's gym, which is going to be the electric type gym against Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge, not too difficult. I say that as he's destroying my team using his Pinchurican, as well as Vigavolt destroys me, but luckily since I have Flame Charge and Fire Fang, I'm able to flinch down most of his Pokemon. I'm able to knock out all of his Pokemon at the same time. I also have Power Up Punch, as you can see, so once I put the Vigavolt to sleep, I'm able to Flame Charge it and Power Punch it up, and I'm able to knock it out. As the Manectric comes out, I'm barely live one of its attack because it's a Mega Manectric, but I'm able to knock it out at the end, which is really nice for us. From here, we're actually going to go and get ourselves an egg. I assume we might get a Bulbasaur from it because we got a Bulbasaur last time. We do not end up getting a Bulbasaur. We lose to Brendan here a lot of times. But eventually, when we do beat Brendan, he's actually going to give us a lucky egg, which is great for us because now we could train up our Pokemon way faster. Speaking of training up our Pokemon, we're going to head into the daycare. We're going to rearrange our moves right before going to the daycare, putting our Pokemon into the daycare and then running around so our Pokemon get up to around level 38. Before we head into Rock Tunnel. Once we do that, we're gonna actually see what's inside the egg. The egg is completely useless. It's a barnacle. Anyways, from there we're gonna head into Rock Tunnel with our newly trained up Pokemon. Rock Tunnel is not too difficult at all, so we're gonna clear through that, head into Lavender Town, and then head into Celadon City. Celadon City has a lot of interest for us. Firstly, we're gonna head into the gym against Erica. Erica's gonna be the grass type gym leader, and most of our Pokemon actually do well against the grass type. Unfortunately for us, the Meganium actually outbeats us. He has Ancient Power, knocks out my Charizard. I can't even beat it using my Butterfree because it has Ancient Power. So I'm losing against the Meganium, so this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But once we come back, I'm able to Power Up Punch against the Rillaboom and then knock out the Meganium with my plus attack. I'm able to Dual Wing Beat and knock it out eventually, and also Dual Wing Beat, knock out this Venusaur very quickly. And that is it for Erica, which is great for us. We get it paralyzed and we knock it out. From here, we're going to head into the Giovanni fight, which is the hardest fight so far in the game because he just demolished us everywhere we go. The only way we can actually beat this is using the rare candies we have acquired and put it on our Butterfree. We're not able to outspeed a Nidoking at all because it's probably EV Train or something, some crazy stuff like that. But I'm able to live and attack against it. I'm able to put it to sleep. I'm able to Quiver Dance up against it. And then, unfortunately, Kangaskhan comes out, it's going to fake us, and we're going to lose. So what we have to do is actually teach our Butterfree Roost. As you can see, I put the Nidoking to sleep, roost off the damage, and then put it back to sleep. Get my Pokemon all the way up boosted. Then I'm able to Air Slash it and knock it out. From here, it's going to set out its Honchkrow. It's not going to be able to Sucker Punch me for some reason. It's going to get knocked out. Once Rhyperior falls to sleep, I'm able to Air Slash it. I'm able to knock out the Rhyperior in 2 shots, which is very, very interesting how that happened. And then Kangaskhan is going to get demolished from that. And that's it for Giovanni. From here, we're going to head into Lavender City. And then Lavender City is going to have this Pokemon Tower. And we're going to lose this Marowak too many times. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. We lose to this Marowak. This random Marowak just beats me down very easily. Once we're done with the tower, we're going to get the Pokeflute. And then we're going to go back into Celadon City. We're going to face off against the Snorlax. We're going to catch ourselves a Snorlax here. And since Ash did have a Snorlax, we're going to use a Snorlax on our team. So, that's not bad of a Pokemon to have. Once we're done with that, we're going to go into Silphco. I do understand that I can get a Mega Ring. Thank you from the comments of last video. I got the Mega Ring. I got the Mega Stone, obviously. But since Ash actually didn't Mega Evolve, I'm not going to Mega Evolve myself. But thank you for telling me what the Mega Ring is for future reference. From here, we're going to clear through Silphco as fast as we can because, I mean, we just want all the items. We're going to black out a few times, but that's okay because we get some XP as well as we get some nice items on this as well. From here, we're going to face off against a rival, which is going to be Gary. Gary's going to start off with using a Star Raptor. I'm able to paralyze it. I'm able to Quiver Dance, and I'm able to Air Slash everything down and get ourselves a Lapras right here. From here, we're going to face off with Brandon against Archer and Ariana. Archer and Ariana is going to do a double battle, pick 3 style. We can clear through this pretty easily, apparently, because this is our first attempt, and we actually destroy him very easily, as his Mega Sceptile is able to knock out most of the Pokemon for me. I'm able to put the Aegislash to sleep, and we beat Archer and Ariana. From here, we're going to face off against Giovanni once more, able to put down the Hippowdon using a Sleep Powder and then Quiver Dancing in front of it. Able to Air Slash it, knock it out. Air Slash the Excadrill, knock it out. Air Slash the next Pokemon. I'm able to put the Kangaskhan to sleep. Air Slash and knock it out. I'm able to knock out the Garchomp in 1 hit, which is great. And then the Poltergeist comes out. I'm able to knock it out in 2 shots as I outspeed it still. And there goes Giovanni. Poltergeist is one of the most dangerous Pokemon in the world. Don't let that thing hit you at all. From here, we're going to actually head into Sabrina's gym, which is going to be the Psychic gym of the game. Unfortunately for us, Sabrina has a double battle rule, so we're going to use a double battle against her, and we're going to lose thousands of time, which is unfortunate for us because our team is pretty good, but it's just not good together. As you can see, my plan is to knock out the Indeedee by putting it to sleep and then knocking out the Hatterene as fast as we can. Once we knock out the Hatterene, less of an issue will arise. As you can see, I'm able to Quiver Dance up while my Charizard is beating down the Hatterene. Conkeldurr comes out next. I'm able to both knock out the Conkeldurr and knock out the Indeedee in 1 shot. And then next up will be Marowak and Porygon duo. I'm able to knock out the Marowak as I sacrifice my Pikachu. I'm able to send up my Lapras against the Gardevoir. Luckily, I do get off the Parasong with my Lapras, and I'm able to get everyone on a timer. As I send up my last Pokemon, Butterfree just barely lives the attack against Porygon 2. I'm able to roost it off, and I'm able to stall out the battle. And Porygon goes down, so does my Snorlax, but we're done with this. And we got the 6th gym, which is very nice for us. From here, we're going to actually head into Fuchsia City. In front of the Safari Zone, we're going to face off against Brandon. Brandon's not going to be too much of an issue as we lose a few times, but we come back as strong as we can. We're going to paralyze the Medicham and then get our boost up in front of it. From here, we're going to knock out the rest of his team using our Butterfree. Quiver Dance Butterfree is broken. From here, we're going to actually head into the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone doesn't have too much for us. We're going to get some items, but we're going to come back here later for a different Pokemon. We're going to get the HM for Surf and then head into Koga's gym. Koga's gym is going to be very annoying, as you can see. We do a lot of training outside near the cycling road and east of Fuchsia City, but as you can see, I need some training to be done. I need a lot of training to be done. Once I'm able to knock out the Swallow, though, it becomes easier, as both my Snorlax and Lapras took their lives just to knock out the Swallow. As the Celgor comes out next, I'm able to put it to sleep and then Quiver Dance right in front of it, as I'm able to get all the boosts up as I can, and then I'm able to knock out the rest of his team, which is very easily. I do choke against the Toxicity. I Air Slash it, but luckily it actually flinches, so we don't lose anything from there. From there, we're actually done with Koga. We beat Koga, which is great for us. From here, we're going to do a little more training outside of Fuchsia City and around Fuchsia City, and also south of Pallet Town. From here, we're going to head into the Pokemon Mansion. We're going to face off against Blaine's army of people in his gym, because there's free XP over here. Once we're done with that, we're actually going to face off against Blaine himself. My first strategy is to use Pikachu against the Torkoal, but it doesn't work because he sets up Stealth Rocks, which is a very annoying strategy he does. From here, my second strategy is to send out my Butterfree against it, but unfortunately, Butterfree is weak to fire types. That might be a problem. My next option is actually set up and knock out the Torkoal using my Pikachu. As you can see from here, it's gonna sacrifice my Pikachu, which is fine. I'm gonna send in my Snorlax, use Rain Dance against the Charizard, and I'm able to sacrifice my Snorlax, send in my Butterfree, and then lose. So we're gonna come back once again. We're gonna send in our Pikachu. We're gonna nuzzle down the Torkoal. We're gonna use our Butterfree to Quiver Dance in front of the Torkoal to knock it out. As you can see, but then Typhlosion comes out next after I beat the Torkoal, so I gotta send in my Charizard against it, sacrifice my Charizard, and then send in my Snorlax, which is gonna set up Rain Dance, and also 1v1 the Typhlosion for me, as you can see from here. and then the Venusaur will come out next. I'm able to send in my Lapras against it, which somehow it 1v1s the Venusaur, which is impressive. I gotta say that. It does end up beating down the Venusaur for me, which is impressive. And then Cinderace comes out. It's actually gonna miss his Power Ball, as you can see from here. Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance up, and I'm able to knock it out using Air Slash. I'm able to knock out the Charizard using Air Slash as well. I'm able to Air Slash the Volcarona and knock it out, as you can see. And then we're done with 7 gyms. We don't have a 6th Pokemon at all, so our next plan is to go back to the Safari Zone. One of Ash's Pokemon from Kanto that is well known is his Tauros, so we're gonna find ourselves a Tauros. We just don't know what area we gotta go into, so we gotta go into area 3 apparently, and then catch our Tauros in there. And then, you know, that's our 6th Pokemon, which is pretty nice. We need a lot of training though. As you can see, I also got a Pikachu with a light bulb, so which is gonna be very useful for us. We're gonna try to head to the 8th gym as Brendan stops us, and we gotta meet up with the Team Rocket members in here. We're gonna clear through this pretty easily. We're gonna do some training in here as well, because our Pokemon are kind of under level after we beat the 7th gym. We're gonna avoid Flare Blitz because obviously Fire Fang is kind of better in terms of it can flinch and all that. Once we do get up some levels, we actually face off against Archer. As we head into this battle against Archer, it is going to be a consecutive battle. So once we beat Archer, we're going to face off against Ariana, which is going to be a very annoying prospect. Once we do face off against Archer though, Archer's going to start off with his Mamoswine. I'm starting in my Tauros because he has Intimidate against it. I'm not able to knock it out at all, so I send in my Charizard. I'm not able to knock it out as well. I'm losing a lot of my Pokemon, so I decided to restart because I lost half my team to this. The Mimikyu does knock me out as well, so I decided to reteach some of my Pokemon some new moves. One move in particular, I need to switch in. I need Tauros to be able to lower the speed of the opposing Pokemon so my team can do some more damage. As you see, Tauros is going to sacrifice himself to bulldoze the Mamoswine twice, lower its speed. I'm able to Sleep Powder it. I'm Quiver Dancing, and on the turns it wakes up, I'm able to Roost up against it, as you can see, and then put it back to sleep, which is great for us, and then Quiver Dance back up. Once I do that a few more times, I'm able to Air Slash, knock out the Mamoswine, which is great for us. So we knock out the Durant. Next up comes the Mimikyu. I'm gonna put it to sleep as the Shadow sneaks me, tries to do damage against me. I'm gonna Roost up in front of it, Air Slash it, and knock it out. The Houndoom comes out, I'm gonna put it to sleep as well. I'm able to Air Slash it and knock it out. That's Archer done. So next one will be Ariana. Ariana's gonna start with a Hatterene. I'm gonna nuzzle the Hatterene, and then as it starts up using a Trick Room, of course, I'm gonna try to weaken down the Hatterene as I'm trying to stall out its Trick Room. I'm able to stall it out as best as I can, and then send in my Butterfree against it. Quiver Dance right in front of it. I don't really care about the Trick Room at this point. I'm able to just stall it out as best as I can. I'm able to knock out the Hatterene using Air Slash. Next up, Rhyperior will come out. I'm able to put it to sleep. As you can see from here, I'm able to Air Slash it, 3-shot it, but luckily it actually flinches once it wakes up. I'm able to Air Slash it once more and then knock it out. Hunter comes out, it's gonna die to a crit, and then Mawile will come out. I'm gonna put it to sleep, and then Air Slash will knock it out in 2 shots, and then Hatterene once again comes out and it's gonna get clapped. So that is done with the Team Rocket admins. We are 1 fight away. We're gonna go heal up our Pokemon and then come back into Cerulean Cave and then face off against Giovanni. Now Giovanni does take a few tries, but we do get it right eventually. So we're gonna start off using, we actually went to Celadon City and bought ourselves the TM for Protect, which can be very useful because Protect lets us solve the battle and let Lance knock out the strong hitters of Giovanni's team. As you can see, I'm not able to really stall out it pretty well, but this is my first Pokemon, which is Snorlax. Snorlax can take a lot of hits. As you can see, once I send out my Charizard target against the Mewtwo, the Salamence will knock it out for me. Unfortunately, the Extra Drill comes out next. It's gonna knock out my Charizard, and my Butterfree is not too useful in a double battle. As you can see from here, I do end up losing, but once we retry again, we're gonna switch out Butterfree for our Lapras. We're gonna try the same strategy against it. We're actually gonna knock out most of his Pokemon, Lance is gonna knock him out, but I do have Substitute on my Snorlax, which is gonna be very useful as I could take more hits and then just waste more time against him, because he has to focus on me at one point, as he still has Dialga against. I'm able to protect against the Mewtwo and the Excadrill, as Lance knock out the extra Joe for us. I'm going to send my Lapras against it as Diogo is finishing off the entire battle for me. I'm just still stalling it out. Diogo goes down, but that's fine because he has a Salamence in the back. I'm able to Skull, burn the Scrafty, and eventually knock out the Scrafty as Salamence do all the work and knock out the Alakazam. And we do end up beating Giovanni, which is, I mean, it was way easier this time than last time. So when we're done with that, we're going to actually head into the 8th gym, which is against Claire. Claire is going to be a pretty decent person to fight against. You can start with an Aerodactyl. I'm going to start using my Snorlax. As you can see, it's not going too well. I'm losing my Pokemon. So, luckily, I do knock out the Aerodactyl. Dragonite comes out. I'm able to nuzzle it as the Dragon dances in front of me. Do a little damage against it, but that's about it. I'm able to Quiver Dance and then knock out the Dragonite as it gets paralyzed. Once the Dragonvish comes out, I'm going to Quiver Dance in front of that as well. Sleep Powder it and then knock it out using Air Slash because I outspeed it. Mag comes out next. I'm able to Quiver Dance in front of that. It's not going to do too much damage against me. Flora Cannon, I live, so I put it to sleep again. I'm able to Air Slash it slowly, very slowly knock it out. And then Naganadel will come out. Air Slash does knock it out in one shot. And the Dragovich comes back once again. It takes another beating. And then Duraludon comes out next. I'm able to flinch it, put it to sleep, and then knock it out. As you can see, Butterfree is such an MVP. I love it. We're going to face off against a rival once more. We're going to face off against his Electivire. We're going to put it to sleep. Quiver Dance in front of it. As you can see, it can't do much against me because I protect on the turns it wakes up. And then Sleep Powder again. And then I'm able to Air Slash and knock it out. I'm able to Air Slash down to Darmanitan, Air Slash down to Hatterene and the Blastoise. And that's it for Gary. Again, Butterfree might be super broken, but it's Ash's team. You know, if Ash can use these Pokemon, I mean, he could be the best trainer in the world. From here, we're going to actually face off against Brendan for the last time. Brendan's going to do his explosion tactic against me. I'm able to actually flinch and burn down the Metagross for me, which is great for us. We knock out the Metagross, and then the Crawdon comes out next. I'm able to deal with the Crawdon and also the Latios right here. But as soon as I get stuck in, I get trapped in, which is unfortunate. I get trapped in with a Salamence, which is unfortunate. He's able to Dragon Dance in front of me and then knock out my entire team. So that's not a good go. So once we do face off against Brendan once more, we're going to use our Butterfree to set up against the Latios as fast as we can. And then knock it out using Air Slash. And then knocking out the Salamence using Air Slash. And also the Sceptile using Air Slash. Which is great for us because that thing was a big threat. I hate Brendan. That took a long time to beat. From here, we actually head into Victory Road. Victory Road is... it's annoying. I say that. We lose our first battle. Against this trainer, we lose it. And we have to restart because the Shedden just stalls me. Anyways, we can clear through Victory Road pretty easily. We're also going to teach our Tauros close combat. And also, since we do have close combat and a nurse outside, we're going to train up our Tauros outside here to get to level 85. Once we do get level 85, we're going to use all our rare candy to boost up our Pokemon a little more. Because they're able to listen to us as well as they're still over the level cap. It's just a better way to train up our Pokemon. Anyways, when we're done there, we do fly to Celadon City, get the Tions for ourselves. And then we realize we didn't set a hub in the Pokemon League. And then we cry ourselves to sleep because we can't fly to the Pokemon League. We have to go through Victory Road once more, which is such a pain. But once we're done with that, we're going to face off against the Elite Four. The Elite Four is going to be a difficult challenge. We're going to face off against Lorelei first. Lorelei is going to start off with a water team. Rain team, and this rain team is actually gonna beat me down pretty easily. So I'm gonna teach my Snorlax Sunny Day and also protect on my Tauros. I'm gonna try to set up Sunny Day. It's actually gonna send out a Hail team, which is surprising. We do lose the Hail team again, which is interesting. So we keep losing this team. We lost to both teams twice at this point, the rain team twice and the Hail team twice, and it's not a good time. But at this point, we got the furthest with the rain team, but we do end up losing to, I don't know, the Kyogre over here. You know, that thing could be kind of strong. I don't know. Anyways, we actually rematch her and we're going to face off using our Tauros against her. This time our Tauros does have Rock Slide, which is going to be very useful in flinching down the entire team. So with that, I'm able to Rock Slide and I'm able to flinch and knock out the Glaceon and the Ninetales as they miss the Blizzard, which is great for us because we have Sunny Day up. It's going to send out a Azumarill and an Arcto Fish, which isn't the worst thing because I'm able to knock it out as well. It knocks out my Snorlax, but I do have a Pikachu in the back. I'm able to paralyze the Arctofish, and Azumarill is not going to do too much against me as I put the Rotom to sleep using my Butterfree, and the Azumarill is still not doing too much. I do flinch down the Azumarill. I'm able to Air Slash, knock out the Rotom, and then knock out the Abomasnow, and the last Pokemon on the team will be the Rotom. So apparently her Hail team is actually easier than her Rain team, so if you do get a chance to fight against the Hail team, I recommend fighting against the Hail team. The Rain team is awful. What the hell? I did not know at all there was a Hail team and it was that easy. We're going to lose against Bruno very hard. As you can see, Lucario demolished us and Scizor. But the strategy is to paralyze the Urshifu and then set up in front of it. I'm able to Air Slash it. I'm able to knock it out. As he sent out his Zacian, I do have enough Core Dance to knock it out. As you can see from here, Zacian comes out. I'm able to put it to sleep, knock it out. It's going to put me down to low HP, which is unfortunate, but I'm able to knock out the Scizor as well. Lucario comes out. Obviously, it's going to Bullet Punch me, so I'm going to try to escape. I'm going to Flame Charge against Lucario just in case. I'm able to knock it out using my Charizard right here. Then the Hallelujah comes out next. I'm able to flinch it and then knock it out using a dual Wing Beat, which is completely fine with us. We got through Bruno, and now we're going to actually head into Agatha. Agatha is going to be the next Elite Four member. Agatha is going to be, you know, an interesting prospect. She can start off the battle using her Gengar, aka Zoroark, which is not bad for us. We're going to knock it out using our Tauros, which is close combat. You can send out his Agent Slash next. I'm going to send in my Charizard, trying to weaken it down. I'm able to knock it out using a Flame Charge, which Swords Dance up. So that's great for us. Mimikyu comes out next. I'm able to break his disguise as it breaks me in half, but I'm able to knock it out. My Charizard is able to fold down the Marshadow for us, which is great for us. Anyways, we're going to face off against Lance. Lance is going to start off using his Garchomp. I'm able to put it to sleep. I'm able to Quiver Dance. It's going to miss the Stone Edge, put it back to sleep, and that's the end of the battle. Poor Lance. I'm able to Air Slash, knock out the Garchomp. As it sends out his Melmetal, I put that thing to sleep as well. I'm able to Air Slash it and Psyche as it sends out his Dialga, as he switch out his Melmetal, and then I'm able to Air Slash that thing, flinch it twice, and then knock out the Dialga, which is, oh my god, this Butterfree is so good. Oh my god. Garchomp comes back, it's gonna come for a second round, it's gonna die. Dragapult comes out next, it's gonna die to that thing as well. Dragazor comes out, it's gonna die to Psychic. Salamence comes out, oh no, Air Slash knocks out the Mega Salamence, and then Melmetal goes down to 2 Psychics. Luckily, it can't heal, because we can't use bag items. But we do beat Lance, and now we're going to head into the champion fight against our rival. Our rival is going to beat us the first 2 times, which is kind of unfortunate. His Primal Groudon is kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. But once we face off against our rival, he's going to start off using his Crocodile. I'm able to knock it out using my Snorlax without him setting up his rocks. Togekiss is going to come out next. I'm able to just kind of weaken it down. Send in my Pikachu, I'm able to Dunbolt it, paralyze it, and then send in my Butterfree. I'm able to stall it out using Quiver Dance, and then it's going to try to paralyze me. Does not work. It does not work. As you can see, he's going to actually switch out his Togekiss in the middle of us fighting and send in his Groudon. I'm able to Air Slash it. It takes out half his HP. Air Slash knocks it out in 2 shots as it gets flinched. Togekiss comes out, is going to die to that as well. I'm going to put Darkrai to sleep, which is kind of funny. I'm able to knock that thing out as well. Blastoise comes out next. I'm able to 2-shot the Blastoise, live an attack, and then a Ditto is actually going to copy me right here, and then it's going to knock me out. Unfortunately for it, it only has Air Slash and Psychic, so it's not going to do too much. I'm able to knock it out using my Lapras, which lives a hit. Sacrifice my Charizard, which is fine, but we've beaten the game. And that is our team. Our team is pretty set up, it's pretty stacked. We've beaten Radical Red using a non-evolved Pokemon. I'm just saying, a Pikachu right there. Come on, you gotta leave a like for that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one, and also some other ROM hacks you want me to try out. Anyways, my name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all had a great day. I'm out. Peace.